that was Mike Love over there with the hat on. I've seen enough of him lately.
Hey folks, happy Record Store Day. I'm Rob from Waterfront, and we want to thank Rand from Footprints, of course, the owner of Footprints. Give him a big hand. And Lloyd from Montana for setting all this up. Lloyd. And Marianne Jardine, who's right back here, the lovely and talented Marianne. We're going to let Al tune his guitar real quick here, and we'll have a little bit of a Q&A. You want to hang for a second before you do that?
Sure, I have nothing planned anyway, so.
He leaves tomorrow to go on a worldwide tour with the Beach Boys.
Yeah, worldwide.
I don't know how they do it. That's a lot of dates. What, you know, 50 years, I will say this. What took so long to finally get a solo record?
Well, when you're busy making Beach Boy music, there's not a whole lot of time to squeeze in a solo project. Mike Love and I were supposed to do an ecological album, believe it or not, for Columbia. I guess it was back in the 70s. And one of the tunes on the new album would have eventually been on that album, called Don't Fight the Sea. And that's where that little song came from that we eventually recorded with the Beach Boys. But it never really matriculated. That's not too much of a, it sounds like a high school word. But it never made it onto the Beach Boy albums either for some reason. So we just kept hanging on. You know, if something's good, it's good forever, I figured, right? So that was a nice little grounding part for me to then expand it into an album. So.
Speaking of Don't Fight the Sea, I did want to mention, for last Record Store Day, Al and the Beach Boys released Don't Fight the Sea as a single, charity single for the Red Cross for Japan, the tsunami release effort. And I have a very nice letter from the Red Cross here to Al, which I will mention briefly. It's thanking Al, and their generous donations help build a temporary hospital in Ishinomaki City, I think it's pronounced, and they helped build a nursing school all in Japan from the tsunami. But I'm going to give you this so you have from the Red Cross, which is very nice. And we do still have, we have some of those 7 inches here. I think they're at the front desk, but they're actually, the front A side is Don't Fight the Sea with Al Jardine featuring Brian and Mike Love and all the Beach Boys. And the B-side is, why don't you mention what the B-side is?
That's, the B-side is a version of Friends that we recorded on our Friends album. And we stripped the track out so that you just hear the vocals. And it's just kind of charming. You know, it's a nice little, co-effort on behalf of my partners to do something meaningful, you know, which is nice. Because we're always, you know, known for our fun and happy music and stuff, which is great. But at some point you have to take a stand for something too, and so I figured, well, let's root for the guys, the underdog over there, you know, that gets the most unlucky event in the world, a tsunami that claims so many lives. So anyway, it's good to do something meaningful. So that's, and then thanks to you and your company, it was done without any cost to the Red Cross.
Yeah, 100% of the funds went to the Red Cross, which was great.
Yeah, that's amazing. The whole thing's amazing when you think about it. The Capitol was so easy with it, as you were saying earlier. They allowed the Beach Boys, one of the masters, just to be used. You know, normally it takes a year or something to get clearance for those special events, but they were right on it. So
yeah, they cleared everything in a day, which was nice, and we got everything done quick. But I do also want to mention it's Earth Day this weekend as well.
Yay!
And Al is a big cheerleader, you know, for the sea and obviously the ecology of the planet and stuff. But I would like to touch on the new album and a couple of the songs that are a little more eco-friendly. And if you could touch on like "Don't Fight the Sea" and "Tide Pool Interlude" and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get Alec Baldwin to do a soliloquy on the album called "Tide Pool Interlude." And it's really neat. I call him the voice of God because he really has that, you know, that elocution. There's something about delivery that I gave him the template for it because I didn't think I was quite, strong enough for that particular thing. And sure enough, he one-upped me. I must say, he did a nice job. If you haven't heard it, I suggest you listen to it. It's just a nice segue into Don't Fight the Sea, if I recall. I had the running order, I could tell for sure. But it flows. The first 6 songs in the album are more what I call the green section. And they have this nice evolution going through the various stages of the California experience.
Good stuff.
And there was a new video that's being shot with Al and the Beach Boys right now for the single is it the Monterey?
Yes, the National, let me get this right, the National Marine Sanctuary Foundation, that's it, whose job it is to oversee the government's job, which isn't getting done, which is under the division of NOAA, the Department of Commerce, which is controlled by the fishing lobby. So of course that's why these fishing nets are all over the place and catching whales and stuff and tangling seals and all kinds of stuff is getting tangled up in those nets. So that this National Marine Sanctuary Foundation is a private operation that is the voice of the environment as opposed to the governmental side, which really can't speak because they have no power. So it's interesting. Our own government really doesn't have any power to control it. So that's why the private funding, like the Surfrider Foundation and things like that, people like that will assist the sanctuary people. And raise awareness with this video.
And the video is beautifully shot, high def, and it looks gorgeous. What I've seen. Has anybody seen the EPK so far? The video that Al put on his site. Go check it out. YouTube, Al Jardine EPK. It's very cool. All the Beach Boys are in it. Paul McCartney has a cameo. David Crosby, a bunch of nobodies like that. I'm going to open up to a few questions to you guys, but I do have one question there's 2 questions about the album. My favorite song is a song called "And I Always Will." I haven't heard about the inspiration, but it's a beautiful ballad with an orchestra. Can you mention a little bit about that song on the new album?
Well, of course, the inspiration. Sitting right here on the back of the stage here, you're Mary Ann.
It's my favorite song on the album.
It's a beautiful piece of music that, thanks Rob, it derived from a Chopin etude, or an opus, I'm sorry. It's opus 10, whatever. It's difficult to describe how beautiful this melody is. And so I took a little bit of it, a little license, and I felt would elevate the lyric a little bit, and it came out rather nicely. I enjoy it too. I always forget about it. I don't know why, because I'm thinking all these beautiful guest stars in the album, and here's something that is really the culmination of an effort, but it doesn't really fit in with the green side of the album or the commercial side. It's its own entity. So
it's beautiful. The track.
Thank you.
And speaking of lovely ladies and song, who is Rhonda? I've never known all this. Who's Rhonda?
I asked Brian that the other day.
We have no idea.
No, it's just a fictional character that he invented. I know. Everyone claims to be Rhonda. It's okay, though. They can be Rhonda if they want. Rhonda's the one.
Could have been Sharona, for all we know. I'm going to have one more that I've never heard you guys answer, or you answer. Did you ever meet Elvis?
Yeah, really did. What was that like? It was cool because it was pre-Cape days. He was amazing. He had this nice black, thing, outfit on in Studio 2 over at Western, I think it was Western Recorders. And Bruce and I we heard he was in the building. He had not left the building yet. Yeah, and so we said, hey, can we go over to see Elvis? And we had our engineer call his engineer. It was one of those things you had to do protocol. You couldn't just go over it. Although Dean Torrance didn't care about protocol. He just barged in on our section and sang Barbara Ann. it was like, come on over, Dean, you gotta sing. But with Elvis, you had to be a little more careful, I think. and besides they had body guards and stuff like that.
Wouldn't it have been great if you actually did a record together, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Would have been cool. But he was cool? Did you and I chat?
He was cool. Well, he was deliberating at that time about going back out on the road and was very nervous. He was extremely nervous about it, and I reassured him that it would be a very good idea for you to go back on the road, because the fans are very eager to see you again after all these years, and so he felt a lot better.
Well, speaking of eager fans, we do have a few like things to give away and stuff. I don't know who's giving out prizes, but they're here somewhere. But you guys want to ask a few questions? This guy back here in the Hawaiian shirt?
Yes. Another Rhonda for this question. You never won the great rock performances. You didn't help Rhonda back then. But it was mostly Mike and Brian doing all the leads. How were you chosen to do that lead?
I don't know. I really don't.
I know. Can you repeat the question?
Oh, Marilyn, are you there? Marilyn Wilson, come up and tell us.
Oh!
What?
I don't come up, but you have the best voice for it. That's why.
Oh my God.
That's why Brian wanted you to sing it. That's the truth.
Is that great?
Yeah.
And Marilyn, and we want to congratulate Wilson Phillips on their new TV show that they have.
Oh man.
Carney and
Holy cow.
And their new CD, which I would have liked to have actually gotten, but oh well. And we do congratulate them on that. But his question was about how he was chosen to sing Rhonda amongst the other hits. Back here in the blue.
Thank you. First of all, Al, oh my God. But I think that the stuff that you actually produced with Carl is some of the best stuff the Beach Boys had ever done.
Oh,
And
thank you.
wondering if, independently of that, any chance of hearing the entire California saga of the new tour?
Ooh, yeah.
You know, we haven't rehearsed it, but I think we all know it. Yeah, thanks for asking. I think so. I think we will actually.
Awesome. Thank you.
He had asked about California Saga, if you didn't hear it, but Neil Young sings on California Saga on his new CD, A Postcard from California. It's a great performance. You might want to talk quick about working with Neil real quick.
Oh, Neil Young is an amazing artist, of course, and I sent him the demo for Cal Saga, and he was very, he said, I really like this song. He said, I really like this little song. And I'd really like to do it, but I just can't. He was so busy. It took me about a year to squeeze in a day out of his very busy life, which is a big deal when you think about it. And you know, I said, just sing it the way that you feel. You know, you don't have to copy me on this. Just sing it the way you would like to sing. He said, oh no. I said, no, I want to do it exactly the way you do it. But that's going to take forever. No, I didn't say that. But I thought, no. I just want your stylization, like Glenn Campbell. When I asked Glenn to sing on Postcard, I gave him exactly what I wanted. In this case, it was just the opposite. And then Glenn went off and did exactly what he wanted to do. It was much better than what I came up with. I mean, it's amazing. And I remember Jimmy Webb saying the same thing, that he only made the song better. Yeah, and he did the same thing with California Dreamin', a song that I added the song onto this album, unlike the iTunes version of a year and a half ago. I kept it off the album because I wanted a band from Seattle to sing the background parts, called Fleet Foxes. But they for some reason, they weren't able to come up with the parts. I don't know why. I said, just sing the darn parts that with, you know. Again, have your way with it. But so I relented and I put it on the album anyway without the parts, with David Crosby singing the only background part, which is beautiful, and Glenn. So I'm pretty happy with it.
And Glenn Campbell and David Crosby are both on 2 tracks on the album?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're on 3, I think.
And Stephen Stills.
Stills, Cal Saga, those are my Beach Boy voices. Yeah. On a California Saga would be all those guys. Plus Matthew, my son Matthew and Adam Jardine. Matt sings really most of the high parts. He's really good. He's got an amazing voice.
How many songs is Brian on?
2 or 3. I think. 1? Did someone say 1?
I think it's 3. I think.
I said, wow.
He was on And I Was Will, believe it or not.
Oh, he was?
I had to take them off. Because I changed the lyrics in the last verse, and it would have only been one Brian and then nothing on the second verse, so I couldn't put them on.
Well, there you go. The guy in the Elvis shirt there.
Elvis Costello. I just want to say first, I'm 19 years old and I love the Beach Boys. Absolutely love it. And my question is, what is your first and your second most favorite songs to sing?
What are his first and second most favorite songs to sing, besides the Hokey Pokey?
Very funny. I would say California Girls is our favorite. Brian and I have this discussion a lot too. That is the one. It just captures that whole Western thing, you know. And a grand suite, and Carl's great 12-string intro. It's just an amazing piece of music. And a great arrangement.
Yeah.
Not to mention a great melody. It's got everything. It's the works. Oh, and what was the other question?
Second favorite.
Second favorite.
8th favorite,
Oh my
12th
God.
favorite.
I don't know.
If it helps, my favorite that you sing is Cotton Fields.
I think Cotton Fields.
That's one of my favorites that you
It is really.
Me too. That's a great.
I don't believe it.
Cotton Fields.
That is so weird to say that because Brian is obsessed with that song. And I don't know why. Lately, he's like, he gets these obsessions, right, Grandma? He tends to be. I think it was "Be My Baby" back when.
Yeah.
And then Ike and Tina Turner song, "Oh Proud Mary." I don't know. And now it's Cotton Fields. So,
Cotton Fields.
Jeez, you gotta be kidding. So we're gonna do that on the tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I'm lowering it to G.
Oh okay.
Because this A thing is too high now. Because, you know, especially with all the rehearsing.
Should do it today.
When I was... Oh, man. I'll try it, if you want me to do it. I don't know how far I can get with it, though.
A couple more, and then we'll play. This lady in the black hair. That's you?
What? No, I have no level at all. Oh, I don't know, can I?
Yeah, of course. That's why we're here.
I am on, it's on now, I think.
All right, two more quickies. The green, the shirt back there.
It's on 100.
We are giving away stuff. I don't know how we're giving it out, but the green shirt, yeah, they look at it.
Al, my question is, Lady Linda, how did you come up with that and you still play it live?
No, we don't. It was, I lifted another, boy, I've lifted a lot of melodies from people. It comes from a Bach tradition. I like the classical stuff. You know, this is going to be really boomy coming out of these monitors. I've got a feeling you should probably take roll some lows off, or add some highs.
Yeah, maybe one last one for you over here.
Yeah, Al, I understand on the new Beach Boys album there's a song that Brian wrote, the dance square that's called God Created Radio.
Yeah.
There's a lot of buzz about it. Can you tell us about it? And by the way, is there any way you can play Susie Cincinnati or the TM song?
Man,
That's a lot.
you know, that was Susie Cincinnati was the B-side of 3 singles. Can you believe that? It was the dumbest little song, I can't believe it. And I guess they kept trying to push it, you know. And it said on the label, it said Al Jardino. And they never got the spelling right.
Made you Italian.
Jardino. Alan Haig, too. He is right there? Hey, Hawthorne! Hey!
Little known fact I just found out today. Al played football in the LA Coliseum for Hawthorne High School when they the state championship or something like that.
Rich remembers he was there.
And Rich was there.
Oh no, shot pudding. That was my lucky day.
Yeah, you look like a shot putter.
I was big. I was big. Gosh, I wish I had some of those muscles still. But no, the Coliseum, LA Coliseum, what Long Beach Poly. God, they kicked our butt. Oh, I got kicked, my leg. Oh my God, I hurt my leg in that game. Man, I'll tell you later that. I had shards. I had shrapnel on my knee, Rich. I had an x-ray like years later, and the doctor said, "What the heck is all that stuff?" And they were like little round, like they looked like musket balls. I swear to God, they were all inside my knee. But they finally went away. Is that weird? I mean, they literally, you sore your bloodstream. But that was a hell of a game.
Anybody here go to Long Beach Poly? Look at this.
You went to Poly? That wasn't fair. That was not
Did you play
fair.
that game?
68, not in that game.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Those guys are so big.
Okay,
They
one
last
last
one's
one.
like a college game.
Or bigger.
Or bigger.
We better get going. One last one from. Go ahead.
My favorite Beach Boy album of all time is Holland.
Holland.
And it
Holland?
seems like some of these songs are from that album. Is that true?
I don't know. I'm wondering.
She wants to know if some of these songs are from Holland. Like
Yes, Holland is
Holland the album.
a California Saga was a originally a Beach Boys song.
Isn't it from the album Holland?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got my CS&N singers to do it this time. Yeah, I thought it would be nice to update it a little bit. And also, I didn't sing the lead on Holland, so I'd take a crack at it. And then the song, the little prelude prior to it is called the Campfire Scene. I don't know if you have the album or not. And that's all of us theoretically sitting around a campfire like a bunch of hobos. And we're supposed to end it as like a big clank in there that's supposed to sound like a railroad spike. And
You know, it's funny, you can't find that album on CD.
no,
Well, it's with Carl and the Passions. You
Which
buy,
one?
It's a
Holland.
twofer.
Holland.
it's a
It's out there.
Because
Yeah,
all the
that's
CDs
interesting. It's
probably here
all the
somewhere on
CDs
CD. I'll make you bet.
Two albums on it.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to thank Al for coming. He leaves tomorrow to go on tour. And the great Al Jardine, postcard from California.
I am not prepared anything for you guys. I'm really sorry, but I can try a little bit. No, I want to try a postcard just for fun. It's interesting because that's where Brian lives now, Maryland. Isn't that weird? Yeah. I don't know. When we flew out here from California, when I was about 9 or 7, I think we flew over Indian Wells from Dallas. In those days, they had you had to have stopovers like going to Europe, and they had these DC-6s, propeller-driven planes. It took like forever. It was like a trip to Australia is today. And my brother and I were just sweltering from the heat, from the whole. It was just an amazing trip. And when we got to the city, San Francisco, it was like a new world had opened up to our eyes, in our eyes as young kids. And that's what this album's kind of like. It's like seeing California for the first time. And so we saw our first palm tree, mountains. Never saw mountains before, coming from the Midwest. It's all flat and boring, And the Golden Gate Bridge. And then my dad took us down for a drive down the Highway 1. And we ran to the ocean, and we drank the water. Swear to God, it does have salt in it. All these imageries of California. I think they might still exist. I think people still think of this place as the Golden State. So it's kind of cool. So hopes and dreams. That's what it's all about, right? Because if you don't have that, you don't got nothing. Anyway, and then Glenn's verse. His verse is the best. I got to try to see if I can. Brand new guitar out of the box from Fender. They really have great guitars. This is just too new. What key is San Simpson?
Before you.
A Martin?
Yes.
Where'd you get that?
It's my mark.
Where the heck did you find that?
She brought it.
I'll be a son of a gun. You brought it? Well, are you going to play with me? You guys come up and play a little? You play really good. What key is San Simpson? Lovely.
It's a slight VMAX.
So what?
It's a slight VMAX.
We are signing after this, so maybe a couple more quickies and then we'll sign for everyone. Not we, he.
Got your deal on here. You didn't have it off?
Oh, I never clicked it in.
No, I didn't.
I just never used it.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow.
Much happier.
There's a time for joy, a time for tears. This is Brian's favorite no treasure through the years will remember always. Graduation day. I'd like to do that on this tour coming up. And Brian went, how'd you know that was my favorite song? I said, well, because we did it 55 years ago or something. Remember? I said, oh, yeah. But no, it is his favorite freshman song. And I thought, why don't we do that in June when the kids are graduating from school? Like we did at Sacramento Civic all those years ago. And let's see, at the senior prom, we danced till 3. Hey, remember that? Not us. Yeah. At the senior prom, we danced till 3. And then you gave your heart to me. We'll remember always. Graduation day. Okay, remember the rest of it. That's pretty.
All right.
Though we leave in sorrow. Well, that's it.
Then I kissed her.
Enjoy know that I need tomorrow. No, we will never walk alone. That would have been my harmony part. Because Brian did that. All right. Sing. Well, I walked up to her and I asked her if she wanted to dance. She looked awful nice, and so I thought I might take a chance. When we danced, I held her tight. Then I walked her home that night, and all the stars were shining bright. And then I kissed her. Need the drums. Each time I saw her, I couldn't wait to see her again. I wanted to let her know that I was more than a friend. I didn't know just what to do. Then I whispered, I love you. And she said that she loved me too. And then I kissed her. I kissed her in a way that I never kissed a girl before. I kissed her in a way that I hope she liked. Well, kissed her in a way that I hope she liked forevermore. Yeah. Oh, well, I knew that she was mine, so I gave her all the love that I had. And one day she'd take me home to meet her mom and her dad. I didn't know just what to do. Then I whispered, I love you. And she said that she loved me too. And then I kissed her. And then I kissed her. And then I kissed her.
Bravo!
Okay. See. Drinking all night, got into a fight. Well, I feel so broken, I wanna go home. So I stopped the John B. sale and see how the mainsail set. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home. Let me go home. I wanna go home. Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broken. I wanna go home. Poor cookie got the fits. He threw away with John Stone. Why don't they leave us alone, or leave me alone? Well, I feel so broken, I wanna go home. Now the trio version was a little more sedate. It went like, we come on this loop, Jardine. The three guys, my grandfather and me, around Nassau town. We did roam, drinking all night, got into a fight. Well, oh no, that's a Beach Boy thing. I feel so break up, not broke up. Yeah. Well, I feel so break up, I wanna go home. So it's a much more gentle, kind of, you know, like a story, telling a story. And the Beach Boy version was more, you know, punch you right between the eyes, you know, with a big brass orchestra almost. It was amazing, the interpretation that Brian put into that. When I just said, hey Brian, why don't we make this sound like a Beach Boy song? This would be a neat, I think the chord pattern could go this way or that way. Add a minor here and a minor there, and he throws a big brass band into the mix. So that was a John Philip Sousa, if you will, which is pretty amazing for a folk song. Hey Marilyn, remember Vegetables?
Yeah, of course.
Remember that one? That was so cute, wasn't it? And Paul McCartney came down that night. Were you there? Or remember that? He just walks in the door, and I'm at the microphone. And you go, what the heck is this?
The person in the white suit?
Yes. And he walks into the booth and sits down next to Brian, and they start chatting. I'm standing out there looking at my watch. We only have to go on tour tomorrow, right? So this is back in '68 or '9 or something. And, that was great, man. Oh, jeez. And then he played that song for us on the piano.
Oh, the yellow, no.
Day in the Line?
Was it the Winding Road?
Long and Winding Road, was that the one?
I think so.
I think I was still in the studio hearing the playback to this one. So, yeah. I don't even remember what key it was in now.
It's an A.
You see?
Well, the smile or the smiley smile version?
Smiley Smile version.
Oh, that's it.
I will be right.
Yeah, one more, and then we gotta go. Side.
I'm gonna be right. My vegetables, I'm gonna chop down my vegetables. I love you most of all. My favorite vegetable, now table vegetable. You brought a big brown bag of them home. I jump up and down, hope you toss me a can. I wanna keep well my vegetables, carved off and sell my vegetables. I love you most of all, my favorite vegetable. I tried to kick the ball, but my teddy flew right off. I'm red as a bee, 'cause I'm so embarrassed. And there's so many permutations. I know that you'll feel better when you send us in your letter and tell us the name of your favorite. What do we do? Oh, it's a that's what it was.
That's good.
That's backwards, right? Da 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 da. I tried to kick the ball again. No.
I ate the rapper.
Ah, that was it. But I ate the rapper. I don't know. Something like that. Anybody know the lyrics? I forgot.
And when they told me, I burst out into laughter.
And when they
Tell me.
what is it? I tried.
What was the first line?
Candy bar. I tried to eat the candy bar, but I ate the rapper. And when shoot. And I did. I tripped into laughter.
That's it.
And did, I burst into laughter.
Laughter, that's it.
Isn't that beautiful? I'm sorry, I have these fragments. That whole smile thing was just a bunch of fragments to me and to all the guys, and it took somebody a few hours to tape it all, put it all together, you know, and piece it into one piece. And it's quite a beautiful thing, I think, even though we didn't finish it. You know, the whole thing it's got a it sets a tone for an era, this psychedelic period that we went through, that Marilyn put up with, and we two sober ones put up with, right? We're going, what the heck is going on around here? You know, but we made it somehow, didn't we? We survived. This is Marilyn Wilson, by the way, Brian Wilson's most ardent and wonderful first wife of all time, and her husband, Daniel, is in here with us supporting me. Thank you, guys. I truly appreciate your support. I guess I should get out of here, huh?
Got a sign.
Oh, got a sign, okay. Thank you for the guitar.
Hey, Al, can you do Rhonda, a little bit of Rhonda and then sign?
Rhonda and Colin.
Call it a day.
Heroes and Villains.
Oh, Heroes Villains is better.
Yeah.
Brian, actually, we're rehearsing this for the road, by the way.
Which version?
Brian.
Which version?
It's going to be Brian singing. Oh, it'll be the smile version.
Oh, okay.
It's got all the bells and whistles.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, you probably heard it in his show.
Yeah.
Quick Heroes and then a little Rhonda.
Oh man.
Just a part and a part.
I've been in this town so long that back in the city I've been taken for a lost and gone, and I've known for a long, long time. You guys have to sing the background. Let's go. Fell in love years ago with an innocent girl from the Spanish and Indian home of the heroes and villains. Once at night, continuous spread the fire. She was right in the rain of the bullets that eventually brought her down. And she's still dancing in the night and afraid of what a doodle do in a town full of heroes and villains. It goes on like that. Since what you've done, India. Stand and fall, I know there shall be peace in the valley. It's all an affair of my life with the heroes and villains.